Hi everyone, this is Dyson. It's truly honor to be with you guys here. In today's video, we are going to reverse the RBD or the bullet solver simulation in the clever way. And of course, this is a fun, quick trick to do it. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, welcome back. Let me show you my inspiration first. I saw this one a while ago and honestly I loved it. This is simple yet clever approach. And of course I did a similar one a while ago. You see that? I love the heart here. And I said to myself, why not? Let me do it in Houdini. And before I show you this cool trick, if you enjoy this kind of video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. And if you have any suggestion or question, leave me a comment down below. Let's do it. Okay, let me show you my model here. I have this one. This is low poly, as you can see, without any details here. Okay, let me show you this segment. That's not bad, obviously. Okay, and let me show you, we have one texture here. This is a challenge. Okay, let's suppose we have this color texture, and what if I want all these details into displacement map or normal map? Okay, let's proceed with that. Okay, in this one we have a couple of challenges here. First one, how we can bring displacement map from a single picture or diffuse map. Let me show you here. Okay, we have this texture and let me show you these tools here. We have normal map online on github.io. Let's drag this texture here and boom. We have normal map, displacement map, ambient occlusion, specular, and that's so good. Without changing any setting, let's download this displacement map. Okay, we have this one and we have our displacement map. Okay, we have our displacement map here, as you can see. That's nice. Let me delete this one and let's hook this displacement map into this native material of Cinema 4D, and I will use Arnold render as usual. Let me set up that real quick here. Okay, this is a basic setting, and let's have a sky, default sky here, and let's hit IPR render, and I will use render in viewport here. That's cool, and this is messed up. That's because we have this native material. Let's convert that to the Arnold material, and let me show you. And that's so cool. We have this native node base material. Okay, now the displacement map. Let me tweak this number here. Okay, let's render that and see what we get. Let's reduce this one maybe. Okay, maybe more. Let's refresh that. Okay, we have something here. Let me disconnect that. I want to see the displacement map clearly here. Okay, we need to reduce that a little more, and yeah, that's so cool. And maybe this one. Yeah, that's nice. Let's have dynamic subdivide by going to extension and Arnold tag here, and let's change that to 2, and let's, you see that we have more segment on the render section, not on this viewport. You see that? That's awesome future. Okay, so far so good. Obviously, now with the second challenge,
What if I want to bake all these details into my geometry? That's interesting, huh? So if you have high density geometry, obviously we will have high quality RBD simulation in Houdini. So in order to bake this displacement map detail into geometry, I will use Arnold renderer. That's cool one. Let me show you.
Okay, this trick I'm about to show you, I mentioned that in this tutorial. Okay, let's do it. First, let's select our geometry. Let's go to Arnold, bake geometry, and now let's have a path and with .obj extension, and let's bake this geometry. Let's wait and wait and wait, and we have our geometry. Let me show you here. Okay, you see that we have this geometry. Let me drag this one here, and voila, you see that? That's so awesome. And we have this high quality geometry. I love it. Honestly, this one here, it's controlling the quality. You see, if we decrease that, the size is decreased, as you can see. Let's reload this file here, and you see this, obviously it is less quality than before. Okay, that's awesome. You see that? And as you can see, the geometry is flipped. That's because, see that? That's because we are forgetting to uncheck this one on the importing section, and you see that we have this awesome geometry. Now we are in Houdini. Let's create a GeoNode and let's load our file here. Okay, this is a final file, and let's have a match size to bring that on the floor. Let me see. Okay, and that's cool. We have this model here. I love it. It's aligned with the floor. That's why I use this match size here with this setting. And now let's have a RBD material fracture. Okay, let me show you the explode view of these pieces. Okay, this is not bad. Okay, let's have a bullet salvo now. Okay, nice. Let's have a ground plane here, and let's play and see what we have. Okay, let's delete the constraint. Okay, now that's good for now. Okay, now let's have an inner detail in material fracture. Let's go here and let's enable this one and this one. For example, I will use the default setting here, and let's play. And as you can see, we have some detail in the inner pieces. Okay, let's delete the proxy geometry and let's override the constraint, and let's create attribute adjust float, and I will adjust the strength of the constraint here. Let me show you. Let's copy these words here and let me delete that. That's cool. And let's connect this one, and let's have a more fracture here because the constraint, it's more details here now. You see that? Cool. Okay, let me show the constraint, the strength. You see that? And let's have a 0 value, and let me show you what we have. Okay, not so much, but what okay, we need to set that to primitive. Sorry. Okay, that's so cool. You see that we have like secondary fracture. that's without the strength, and that's with strength set to 0. And let's select this group, for instance. Nothing. Let's select this one. Okay, that's so cool. You see that? I love this one, so let me delete that, and I will go with this one. I guess I love this one. Okay, the fun part is here. Let's file cache this simulation, for example. Okay, let me hit this save in background. Okay, as you can see, we have this simulation and it took so long.
A few moments later.
Okay, we have this cache simulation. As you can see, I love it. Let's create rettime node. I love this node, it is so handy. Okay, and this is a default setting. Let's delete this channel and let's set that to 100. Okay, we are going to hold after the 100, and if we set that to zigzag, you see we have this ping pong effect here. I love it. And let's set that to 80, for example, and you see we are continue with this zigzag. Let me change that to hold, and after this section, you see the model is recover himself and the simulation will freeze by the rettime node. Now let's have a group to select some pieces to not affect by this reverse simulation. You see, if we select randomly, the polygon will select it, but we need the pieces. Okay, why is that? Let me show you here. We don't have any packed geometry, we have the actual geometry here. To fix that, let me create this configure RBD, and let's recache that again.
A few moments later.
Okay, now as you can see, we have this point represent the packed geometry. Let me show you. You see that we have packed fragments here. That's so important. Now every point is represented by these pieces. You see, I love it. Okay, for instance, we have these pieces. Let me delete these ones here. Okay, cool. We have the reverse for these pieces. Let's copy paste that or duplicate that and change that to non-selected, and we have these pieces. We'll proceed with the actual simulation, and let me show you here. Okay, this is, honestly, it's so simple yet clever effect here. You see, some pieces is returning back, and that's awesome. And that's the final result, and I love it. Okay, I guess that's it, guys. Have a good day. I see you in the next video.